We believe that every vote should count. The election was tainted by this intrusion.
It's a matter of following our Constitution and voting for a president who does not have obligations or is not influenced by foreign powers.
The question is whether there are 37 Republican electors who think that either there are open questions or that Donald Trump, based on everything we know about him, is really unfit to be president of the United States.
Well, the Electoral College just hours away from voting officially to confirm Donald Trump's victory, but thousands of Democrats are still urging electors across the country, in particular the Republicans, to change their minds and block the president-elect at today's vote. Here to react is Arizona elector and the state's Republican chairman, Robert Graham. He joins us today from the great city of Phoenix. Good morning to you, Robert.
Hey, good morning. Good to be here.
Okay, so what are you doing at noon today in the state capitol?
Well, it's actually 10 a.m., and we're going to make that big vote. We're going to cast our votes for Mr. Donald Trump, President-elect, and then also Vice President-elect Michael Pence.
All right, very good. That's what you're supposed to do, although you're not obligated under state law, are you?
No, what we have in this process here in Arizona is actually all the electors sign a pledge that they're going to vote for the president-elect, the nominee of the party, if he becomes the president-elect. But it's not binding, and there's no criminal penalty if they choose to go what they call a faithless vote.
Okay, I know in some states there is a $1,000 fine. Michael Moore has offered to pay anybody's fine if they're willing to flip or just say anybody but Trump. Now, Robert, let me ask you this. We've been talking about electors like yourself have been getting death threats and lousy letters in the mail and email. What's about the worst thing anybody said to you?
Well, the worst thing is probably the most uncomfortable thing is one day I had a couple emails from the same person that said they were going to follow me and they were going to make us very uncomfortable because they knew where we lived and that I needed to cast a vote for Trump. Well, the next day on the freeway, I was actually looked to my right and I see people following me actually with their phone up against the window videoing. They slowed down behind. They got in front of my car. When I was at a traffic light, they were taking pictures. And that happened 2 days in a row and two different people. But again, slowly passing in front of our house, same car, same people. And that kind of intimidation for me, being the state party chair, has been not normal, but it's a little bit more, much more public. But the other electors, this is a new experience for them all around.
Absolutely. Why do you think the Department of Justice hasn't launched some sort of a civil rights investigation into, this intimidation, these death threats against people like you?
I think well, first of all, the Department of Justice, nothing surprises me when you look at this current administration, their lack of follow-through on anything that has to do with content surrounding the law. I mean, our president should stand out and say, hey, stand down, people. This is the process. Hillary Clinton, if she had any class and wasn't such a hypocrite as it related to her comments about not being or supporting a democratic process. I mean, people are just standing back and letting this happen, and it's full-on onslaught to where some of our electors, it's actually affecting their health.
In what way?
Well, think about the stress you have. You have anywhere from 50 to 100 letters a day. Now they're sending Christmas card type letters. And then you have emails that are just, we have one lady that's on our Electoral College who received 100,000 emails in one day. Her phone locked up, her home computer. She had to bring in help to just clear it out so she could actually function day to day on a normal basis.
Robert, doesn't it look to you as this, they tried the recount thing, that didn't work. They tried the Russia thing, that didn't work. Now they're trying the intimidation thing. This is just a last chance for the sore losers to try to steal the election, right?
That's it. Well, it's unbelievable. And then we talk about voter suppression. I mean, here it is at the pinnacle. They're trying to intimidate people away from voting, making them feel very uncomfortable to do it. But I agree with you. Today they're going to lose one more time, and we get to call them a loser one more time. All
right. Robert Graham is going to be casting his vote today in the Electoral College for Donald Trump at 11 o'clock. Sir, thank you very much for joining us live from Phoenix.
Hey, you're welcome.
All right.